Hello and welcome to the Play the Thing. My name's Matt, and in today's video we are playing Mission 3 of the Mandalorian Adventures. So spoilers, there are lots of spoilers here. We have new rules and new cards from the first and second mission ending. And we are now playing Mission 3, where we are trying to release a prisoner on this ship, and we, that is the Mandalorian and Miggs Mayfield, have to get over here to the control room, which will open all these doors that you can see in red. And then the prisoner who we were trying to find is one of these triangular tokens, and we have to get the prisoner with a new action, which is escort. If you are within range, whatever, of the face-up prisoner, move him up to 2 spaces, but not into spaces with threats. And we also have new cards. And these are wild skill cards, and as you can see here, they activate on every action, and they are both for the Mandalorian and Miggs. They are a 1-level card, but the extra action will activate in every action space. The new thing for this version of the game is we can now disrupt enemies with those cards. So some abilities: disrupt an enemy. When this happens, place a disrupt token from the pool on the enemy, number side down. A disrupted enemy cannot move or attack during the event step. Each time it would move or attack, instead remove a disrupt token from it. A disrupted enemy also cannot use its abilities, which is good, and each enemy can have a maximum of 2 disrupt tokens. So that's another way of stopping the enemies attacking and interacting and just generally getting in our way. There is also a new type of enemy, and one has been revealed here, and this enemy has the sabotage icon on it. And sabotage means after this moves in the event step, disrupt the action slot with the lowest strength. So it's another way of disrupting our action slots, but it's only when that enemy moves. So it's a hand-to-hand enemy. If it moves in the event step, then that will happen. There are 3 new event cards as well, which I've shuffled into here, so we have more of those. So now we have 14 cards in our decks, and I think that's about it. There was also some stuff revealed that can change up the game completely, so I might, at the end of playing through these 4, show you that as well, but that will be for later. So we always start with drawing 4 cards for each character. So Miggs has got some new things that we can use. We have to decide who's going to start, and honestly, why not have the Mandalorian going? So we need to get over here first. We know that this token, because the rules set it up, is a character called Lant Devan, and once Lant Devan is defeated, we place 1 damage token on the tracking beacon. The tracking beacon also is activated when we go 6 above on our numbers for the actions, and what we do is we discard the bottom card of the planning deck, and if it is a bad luck card, we place 1 damage token on the tracking beacon and shuffle the planning deck discard pile back into the deck. So we're always putting bad luck back into the planning deck. And the ways we can lose: if a character is defeated And also the new public arrives, 5 damage tokens are on the tracking beacon. So that is another way we can lose the game. So we don't want to go to 6 and above too much, because we're going to run the risk of losing the game that way. So let's start with the Mandalorian. So we need to try and get over here. There are some tokens here. I haven't looked at the tokens, so I don't know if anything is good or anything is bad. I think there might be some good things in there, but not very many. So we could try fighting our way through here to try and get there, which I think might be the best way. We don't have a 4 attack, so we can't take this blaster enemy out. Why don't we do some planning? So let's plan for 4. Getting planning cards is always a good idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1 bad luck, so that will definitely get discarded because it does nothing. We can retaliate, which might be useful at this point. I think I'm going to take the retaliate. I'm going to put the defend on top and put the other strategize card out of the deck in the discard. And then I think we can't do intel. No, we can't do intel. So I think I'm going to move 2. And I can move 2 into this base. Maybe I'll take this one out, actually. Because we have an ability here which is deal 2 damage to an enemy in your space. So I will do, and I'll take that enemy out, so it won't be putting any disrupt tokens out for us if it moves. So that's the 2 actions for the Mandalorian. Nothing is at 5 or above, so we just draw back up to 4 cards. So Mig Mazefield, lots of different actions for Mig. We've already drawn his new card, which is the Wild skill card, as you can see here. And the new skill card is disrupt up to 2 damaged enemies at any range. Use this before resolving enemy abilities. So we have no damaged enemies at the moment. Do you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to move. I'm going to use that new card. Yeah, I won't be able to use the ability, unfortunately. I'm going to move 1. Actually, let me put these like this. That's easier to see. And I am going to attack for 4 because I'm going to take this blaster enemy out. So we are at 5 in the move. So we're going to put this here. So we have blaster fire. So 2 blaster enemies will move 1. So we have that one. That is the only one we have. And then up to 2 will attack range 2. So they will attack Mig. Migs gets hit for 1. And that is that done. And then we are at 6 with this. So we would discard the bottom card of the planning deck. If it is bad luck, it is not. And then we shuffle the discard back into the deck. So we're not going to be able to clear bad luck cards out of this in quite the same way as we might have done before. So we've done that, and then we do another event card. 3 sharpshooters attack at range 2. A maximum of 2 enemies can attack the same character. Each sharpshooter not within range 3 nearest character moves 2 spaces towards them. There are none on the map at all, so that means we spawn a new enemy at the closest space towards the character we were just using. So we spawn an enemy here, and it is a disrupt blaster enemy, unfortunately. Mig's gone. Move his cards out, and we draw up to 4. Well, let's do this attack action because instead of the normal attack, we deal damage of 3 to a character exactly 3 range away. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we can take this enemy out. I think we'll move for 2. So we'll move down here, 1, 2. And that is our actions done. That's at 4, 3, 1, and 4, and 3 on escort. We're not going to use escort for a while. So we draw back up to 4. Mig. Mig's got a lot of big cards here. I think we're going to move Mig. So that's 3, but with an extra 1 because of that symbol, the move symbol. So we are moving 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, oh, maybe we'll do some intel. Yeah. Intel at range 2. And so we can look at this threat token here. Actually, we have range 3. But I think we'll look at this one. Yeah, that is a droid. So we don't really want to go there. The only thing is with this is once we open the doors, all these are going to become active, all the square threat tokens. So we could, now we know that is level 2, we can attack threat tokens. So we could maybe take that one out. That is the end of our turn. We're at 7 on move. So we're going to look at the bottom. It's a defend. So nothing happens there. And then we do an event. So that doesn't activate because it's a card that talks about the child. Regardless, then resolve 1 additional event card. So we will just do another event card. So all hand-to-hand enemies move 2. 1, 2. And they attack range 0. They are not going to be able to attack there. So we have done that. These go into discards. That goes out. And we're at 3 there, 3 there, and 4 there. So Mig draws back up to 4. And it's Mando's turn. Now he's going to be able to do this next turn. I think I'm going to use this plan action for 1. And instead of doing that, we search the deck and take a defend card. Let's get defended up. I'm going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move along there. Might be a bad decision, but I'm going to do it. So that's our 2 actions. We are up to 5 planning. So all hand-to-hand enemies move 3. 1, 2, 3. And we attack range 0, so they can't do that. So we draw up to 4. And these are returned to discard. And it's Mig's go. So Mig, let's move 3. 1, 2. They are revealed. When you end your movement in the control room, unlock all doors, flip all square threats on the map face up. Here we go. Lots of drones. Lots of drones. So we've ended there. Now, if we kill Lant Devant, we put a tracking beacon down And we haven't got any tracking beacons down now, so I think we're pretty safe at the moment. But, you know, I don't think we're going to attack him. Although the next event to go is a blaster event. We've already moved, so I think we will plan for 4. Let's get some planning cards. 2, 3, 4. If we get a defend, I think, yeah, we'll take that. Put that bad luck out. What should we put on top? Retaliate and strategize. This doesn't matter so much because I feel like they're just gonna, you know, that I'm gonna do that because I've gone over 6 anyway here. So we move on to that. So we're at 7 here. So we discard the bottom card. It's not bad luck. It's good luck. And then we reveal an event card. And this is 3 blaster enemies attack within range 2. So, yeah, there's only 2 within range. So Migs will take another hit from Lant Devan. And the Mandalorian Mando would take a hit from this, but we have a defend card, so I'll discard that. In fact, I will also discard Retaliate. After an enemy deals you damage, even if you block it, discard this card to deal 2 damage to that enemy. So we take that enemy out straight away, which is good. Good old planning cards. I'm really enjoying the planning cards, actually. They're fun. Mig has had his 2 actions. We have done that. We return those cards. There is nothing else above 5. So Mig draws back up to 4. And it's the Mandalorian's turn. I think we're going to move 1. So we're going to move up here. And this is our new card. So disrupt an enemy within range 1. Use this before. So we will disrupt this sharpshooting enemy. And then I think we will do our Whistling Birds attack. Deal 5 damage split as you choose between any threats within range 1. So I'm going to do 2 damage to this one that we've disrupted. And I'm going to do 3 damage to this unrevealed. Now this could be the prisoner, and if it is, nothing happens. Yeah, so it is an officer, and they only have 1 life, so we've killed them. And because we've used one of our new cards, this is always 5 when we use this card. So we do, we do a new event card, and we put a new enemy in our space. So that's a sentry with 3 life, and then 1 blaster enemy attacks within range 2. Is this a blaster? No, it's not. So actually this one would hit us, and it hits us for 1, as always. So that is that card done. Nothing else is above 5. And we draw up to 4 cards. Mig, what are you going to do, Mig? I think I need to do some running. The next event is another blaster event. I think these 2, I don't know what these are. And I think they might be something good. We have quite a good attack from Mig. This is automated weapon mounting, and it says instead of performing this action, deal 1 damage to up to 3 different threats within range 2. I think I'm just going to move. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come down here and search for the prisoner as well. I think I might be missing something here, but I just think it's too much for us to get through. This was 3 movement. When performing this action, ignore enemy abilities, you can also move through damaged enemies. I haven't damaged any, and I don't need to ignore anything. Do you know what? I'm just going to take this back. No, I'm not going to take it back. Yeah, I'm going to attack for 4. This one. And we are all good. All good. So we draw up to 4. Now, Mando, what are you going to do? So I'm going to deal 2 damage to an enemy in my space. This enemy, and then that's in addition to my normal attack, which is 2 attack. And I'm going to take this one out. Just to clear up. And then I think I will do a plan action for 1. So I just take 1 card, and it's a bad luck card. So that doesn't do anything. Turn is over at 6 on attack, so we look at the bottom card, and it's strategize, so we don't put a token on the tracking beacon. And then we reveal an event card. So 2 blaster enemies will attack within range 3. We only have 2, and one of them is Lant. 1, 2, 3. So Lant is going to hit Migs, not Mags. Oh, I can defend though. So I will defend. This one is going to hit Mando for 2. So, yeah, these 2 go back to discard, and we're at 5 for plan. So we reveal another one, and hand to hand is going to move 3 spaces. And there's one here. This is the only one. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 blaster or a sharpshooter is going to attack from range 2. Right, so yeah, we've got one of those. So I'm taking another damage. These go away. Draw up to 4. And it's Mags to go next. Migs. I'm calling him Mags. Maggie. This one moved, didn't it? We should have put a token out. And it would have gone in move or intel, I think. So let's put it in move. So it actually takes it up to 6. So we do that, and we do another event. So 3 are going to move 2. Let's move this one. 1, 2, 3. We are allowed to choose these. And 1, 2, 3. And let's move 1, 2, 3. Let's move Lant. So that has gone over as well. Okay. Migs. Migs now has someone in his spot. Right, I can do this lovely attack action, which attack, instead of performing this action, deal 1 damage to up to 3 different threats within range 2. So I can deal 1 damage to that. I'm going to kill Lant. 1 damage to Lant, which means we put a token on the tracking beacon, and I'll put 1 damage on this droid as well. I could use one of my new abilities, which I could put it here in the move, and it would deal 2 damage to a threat within range 3. If the threat was already damaged, resolve this ability a second time, so I could wipe these 2 out, but then it would trigger the event. And because there aren't any hand-to-hand enemies on the board, it would spawn another enemy, but I think it's worth it. I'm getting rid of 2. So I will deal 2 damage, 1, 2, 3 to this, and they are dead. And then I will deal 2 damage to that droid, and they go out. That's our 2. So we've cleared up quite a lot of enemies there. And we are up 5. This card puts it immediately at 5. So we would move a hand-to-hand enemy, but there are none, and they would attack, but there are none. So we spawn an enemy in the closest place, which is there. This goes back to Mag's discard, and we draw up to the 4 cards. Okay, I think I'm going to move. This way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to do some intel with this 1 card. And look at this. And it is the prisoner. We don't need to be next to the prisoner. We don't need to be in the space with the prisoner. We can just use the escort action to move the prisoner 2 spaces, but not into spaces with threats. So what we might do is clear a track this way, maybe. We are at 4 there, so no events are triggered. So draw up to 4. Ho hum. Oh, let's do that. We shall attack for 2 and kill that enemy. I think I might do some planning. So I'm going to do a 2 plan. That's bad luck. And that's a defend. Good. Nothing is at 5 or above. So we draw up to 4. I like Miggs. He's got some good stuff going on. I think I'd probably have to go in here to activate the prisoner. It's what the rules say, that you have to go into the space. It makes sense, picking them up. So we will move 3, 1, reveal the prisoner, 2, 3. And then we will use this 3 in escort, so we can move the prisoner 2. And then we have 6 here. So we look at the bottom card, it's retaliate. So no more. We've been lucky with that tracking beacon, I think. Then we do an event card, deal 1 damage to any character. Well, I'll do it to Miggs, but I'll defend it. So we block that damage. That's that card. And then... Yep, we're good otherwise. Draw up to 4. Mig. Now you can... I mean, I could get this... Oh, sorry, I should have cleared these as well. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and stop there. And then I'm going to do a 3 escort action. 1, 2, 3, so I can move them 2. Now I've done something wrong here, but it's not going to affect anything. I should have spawned enemies in these spaces. Actually, it would have affected this move. So I wouldn't have been able to go 1, 2, 3. I just would have been able to go 1. 1, 2, 3, but I still would have been able to move the prisoner. We're going to leave it like that. How are we doing? 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2. So we draw up to 4. 2. 1, 2. And then I'm going to attack for 2 and kill that. So the prisoner is with me. And then we're 5 move. So we will just reveal a card. Spawn an enemy in the nearest star space and an enemy in the other one. Wow. Bad time to draw that card. Nearest and the other one. There are so many enemies in this space now. That is bad news. This is a 5 enemy as well. That was move. And we draw up to 4. Mig, can you kill this blaster? I really need to kill this because I want the prisoner to go this way. Yeah, so I'm going to have to take out this enemy before I can move the prisoner. So I'm going to do an attack for 3 on that one. And then I'm going to do a plan for 2. One is bad luck, so the other one is strategize. And then I'm going to use that strategize. So I draw 2 cards. And I can use one of these in an action that I haven't done yet. So I've used my attack and my plan. So I can do intel, move. I could do escort, but... So I'm going to do... Oh, gosh, the problem is this move action sets off another... I really want to get rid of that. So I'm going to use that. So... Move, deal 2 damage to a threat within range 3. So that takes that enemy out. If that threat was already damaged, resolve this ability again. Unfortunately, there's... Well, I could do... no. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3. No. And I can't move. So that's my extra action. So we're at 5 with a move. So 2 sharpshooters attack within range 3. 1, 2, 3. There's 1 here. So they attack Mando. Move it 1 space away from the nearest player. So we will move this one that way. And that is that one done. And then this attack is also on 5. Oh, can you believe it? Another enemy in the nearest star space. So another one. And then sharpshooter attacks range 3. So it's going to attack Mags for 1. And that is that one done. Wow. And then we draw up to 4. Now, Mando, we've got to sort this out. Yeah, so I'm going to deal 3 damage and take out that enemy. And then I'm going to use escort 1 to move the prisoner 2. So we got them past that star space at least. And then are we 3, 4, 3, 4, 4? No, we're not up to 5, so no events trigger. I'm going to use this to move the prisoner 2. And then Mig is going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to take some damage, but hopefully it will be worth it. Escort is up to 5. So we reveal a card. Close quarters combat. The nearest enemy moves 1 space towards you. Then if it is in your space, it attacks you. So this drone moves in and attacks me. 4 damage. And these get discarded. We draw up to 4. And it's Mando's turn. Yeah, I'm going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to use my gauntlet whipcord in escort. So I can disrupt an enemy within range 1. So I'm going to disrupt this enemy. And I'm doing my escort action to move the prisoner 2 into the final space. That's the end of my action. So I am move at 8. So we will see. No, still no bad luck card. But we do draw an event card, and 1 sharpshooter moves 3 spaces. 1, 2. 1 blaster moves 2 spaces. 1, 2. Good grief. And 1 sharpshooter moves 1 space. So it would be this one. And that's that. Hold on. What is this one? Sharpshooter. Yeah, so we don't need to move that one. We can just take this disrupt off. There we go. Draw up to 4. So, Mig. We've got a lot of enemies here. And I'm going to do an attack of 5. So I'm going to take that enemy out. And I'm going to move for 3. So I'm going to move into this space. And so we are at 7 here. Yes, so we do put another marker on the tracking beacon. Getting close to finding us, but they're not going to find us in time. The New Republic. Pah! Pah! I say. We draw up to 4. And then Mando, what are we going to do? So I'm going to move 1, move into this space. And I'm going to attack, deal 2 damage to an enemy in your space, in addition to performing this action. So 2 damage to this, and then I will do another 2 damage, so we take them out. I have to stop there because, well, I only moved 1, but I have to stop when I go into an enemy space. So that's that. And we do not set off any event cards, which is good. I think we might make this, guys. Mags is go. Now I don't have to do anything, so I'm going to try not set anything off not too much. So I'm just going to do a 1, and it's 1 damage up to 3 different threats within range 2, but I can only do 1 damage to that enemy, that droid, and then I will do an escort action, but I'm not going to obviously use it, and it just sets off an event. 1 event, flip the nearest face down threat up, not through locked doors. Yeah, well, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's flip this up. Ha! Look at that. It is a heart token. Great. That is done for me. Nothing else is at 5, so we just draw back up, but we're not going to need it. And then Mando, we are going to move 1 into that space. And then, yeah, what the hell, we will attack for 2. And we'll kill that enemy. That's our 2 goes, and we're at 5 here. Oh, actually, we're 5 here and 5 here. So we have to do 2 events. 1. 2 blasters, range 3. This blaster is 1, 2, 3, so they will do 1 damage to Mando. And then if the child flees, regardless, then resolve an additional event card. Flip the nearest face down threat face up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's this one. Ooh, some sort of prisoner. And that's that. Yep, those are the 2 events. These go back into discards. And that is the end of the Mandalorian's player turn, and we have both our characters and the prisoner in the start space. So we have won. We have done breakout, and we are successful. So there we go. That is the 3rd mission in Mandalorian Adventures in 2 players. And I got out with 5 health and 4 health. So I could have done that at normal difficulty and just survived. That was good. That was fun. I'm enjoying this game. I like the fact that it's adding in rules and making every game a little bit different. And as I say, there are some things in the first envelope that I opened, which I'll just show you a couple of these. They go here and they completely change the game. So there's new tokens and there are hidden motives missions which I couldn't play as a solo player, but I could play with other people. So you could just make the game completely different. There are new enemies, new things for each of the new scenarios. So this is a really good addition. I really like this. I'm going to, once I've completed all of them, I will play a couple of these. There are 4 new missions in this set. There's another pack as well, which I haven't opened yet, which I don't know, may add more. And 2 hidden motives, which you have to play multiplayer. But you can play them on any of the maps as well. So I think that's a really good addition. And it comes with a whole new set of rules as well. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed that too. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to get out of here, and please, watch the next one. I will be playing Mission 4, and I'll be putting up on my channel very soon. Okay, Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.